What's going on, guys? Dustin at Daily Grind Fantasy, bringing you guys another live stream here using the Daily Grind Fantasy tools. As you guys know, if you guys have watched these streams before, we will snipe value based on sportsbooks by comparing to the sportsbooks and other DFS apps across PrizePicks, Underdog, Better, Dabble, Fliff, all these DFS apps. We'll talk about why they are good plays when comparing to those sportsbooks. How that kind of works, which is known as plus EV betting. And then we'll also look at some correlation, right? Correlation in these DFS apps is still a huge edge. There are some payout shifts here and there. Nonetheless, there is still correlation to be had and take advantage of. The NHL tool did have a 25x yesterday on the tool. There is a bajillion NHL games tonight, I guess. If you guys don't have the correlation tool or you guys haven't loaded it up yet today, or seen your notifications or anything like that, there's a bajillion correlated NHL slips right now. So we could definitely put in one, maybe two, we'll see, of those here on the stream. But if you have the tool, make sure you guys are entering in all of these slips because that is how we take advantage of this edge. That is correlation plus EV betting, profitable betting, right? Is that volume is what we're looking for. I am going to leave it up to you. Do we pick a slip? Do we pick a correlated slip to get in with the taco? Do you guys want to do that, or do you want to build that as a plus EV slip itself using the optimizers, etc.? I'll kind of let you guys mellow that in chat as I kind of wait. Yesterday's stream, not the best, not the worst. If you did tail the slip I gave out on Hot Streak, we did okay. We got this straight from the middling tool where we found that definitely comparing to the other DFS apps in the industry, Hot Streak was off by at least one, and the odds very close to the same. On Hot Streak, we were able to go ahead and win that. I don't think that the PrizePicks slip hit, or I think we're waiting on one play for maybe a 2x or 0.4 your money back. But that was, I guess, the one win. If you guys are... Oh, that's right. We're waiting on this. We put this in on stream too, I believe. I think. Pretty sure we did. Yeah, because I was fighting the fantasy scores like crazy, and we finally got Siakam in. We need Jose under 6 kills for a 6x on Underdog. Give us slips. That's what we're going to do. We're going to build it. Okay, slip. ParlayPlay going to be variable payouts. Yeah, it looks like ParlayPlay is kind of switching to the kind of like a Hot Streak platform where it's dynamic payouts and such. So we'll see going forward. We are working on stuff on the back end to get that updated here on the tools. So be patient, and that's going to be coming out. Just kind of circling through these fantasy apps, see what value we have. We don't have too much value outside of some NHL correlation. But if you guys do want access to the tools, go ahead, linked in the description of the live stream. You guys can get access to the tools here at Daily Grind Fantasy. Looks like actually some value right now. Minus 150 on Rinya Nakamura versus Carlos Vera. Minus 150, a decent amount of juice. But you got Bet Online at minus 180, DraftKings at minus 190, both at 1.5 total rounds. I'm going to go ahead and see if this is going to be still up there by the time I get it. I'm going to hop on that. Minus 150, some juice, but guys, there could be value in any of these lines, whether it's minus 150, minus 300, like, or if it's plus 200, right? There could be value when comparing to the market. Clearly, Fliff is a little off when comparing to these other two sports books that have lines or odds set for this line, right? So let's take advantage of it. I know it's early in the week, but if we can go ahead and get it in, I'm sure this is going to be moving here in the short future. Yeah, so over 1.5 rounds, minus 150. Went ahead and tossed that in. So that's first play of the stream right there. Oops. Let's go. What did you guys say? Did you guys want to make it a hockey? Did you guys want to make it the taco into a correlation slip with NHL? Do we want to build it out? I wasn't quite sure. Might end up just building it out. Derek White seems to be off. Let's see if we're going to be able to beat the bumps on this Derek White play. Under 28 fantasy score. Claxton under 33. I don't want to get too much into the same game. We've already got those two plays. Obviously, very different positions between those two, so we'll keep it. And then we got the taco. Roddy Gale Jr. minus 135. We have the taco in, so let's see. Might had some of these other esports plays. I just don't love them when comparing to only Hot Streak, right? I would like us to have Underdog as well. Like if Underdog and Hot Streak both set to 6.5 and PrizePicks at 5.5, clearly PrizePicks would be off. There's some value taking the over on PrizePicks because of what they're setting it at compared to what the market is set at. But Juice minus 139 over 6.5 on Hot Streak, 5.5 for Grell on PrizePicks. Like, so it's not my favorite, but if that's what we want to do, yeah, it looks like you guys are wanting to just build out the slip. We'll do a correlated hockey slip after. Grell over, and then Whistle over 2. It's giving us push potential. We got Deft over Kin under. Let's go with Whistle over. I think we don't have any overlapping, and then we can go with Deft over 5. There shouldn't be any. My man's saying we want slips. Like, I got you. We're getting there. So there's gonna be my taco slip. I went ahead and put it in chat for you guys. So we're taking Snaker over, which is the taco, from 11 to 8.5. We have Derek White set to 28.5 fantasy score on PrizePicks. But if we take what would be the even lines for all the player props that make up NBA fantasy score on PrizePicks, and do the math on the back end to find out what these sports books would have this fantasy score set at or projection set at. We got 26.9, 26.6, and 24.7 for DraftKings. So PrizePicks definitely a little aggressive in their projection when you're taking into consideration what the sports books would have it at. Now, Claxton, we only have one book to compare to as far as that goes. But we really just went down the line here and added in the taco. Hot Streak, a dynamic payout platform that's adjusting and bumping lines and moving their odds based on money coming in. Currently set to 6.5 for Grell, minus 139 on the over of 6.5. We get it at 5.5 at minus 119 in that 6-pick insured slip. Whistle, kind of the same scenario here, just a 0.5 difference, but heavier juiced on the over of 2.5. Just got here. Any Fliff plays so far? Let me see if it's still available. We did get one in. It's for this weekend in UFC, and there's a decent amount of juice, minus 150, but comparing to the two books that we have currently, with odds on this, minus 190 and minus 180, we get it at minus 150. Basically, what this is telling you, and I'll go real quick. because we've already talked about it, is that Fliff is giving this a lesser chance to hit than what the rest of the market is. Therefore, they're pricing it at minus 150 as opposed to this close to this like minus 185-ish average odds, right? But the rest of the market is telling you this has a much better chance to hit than what Fliff is pricing it at. So that's Rinya Nakamura over 1.5 total rounds in the UFC. It might be under MMA on Fliff, just so you guys are aware. Let's see. I'll go down the line a little bit here. Let's see. Definitely going to be checking on the middling tool here in just a second. I actually have not looked at that yet. ParlayPlay, we're just kind of skipping over for now. Like I said, we're in the middle of updating the tools to match ParlayPlay's new update. Dabble, nothing on the actual optimizer when comparing the sports books. We were able to find some Dabble value yesterday. It didn't cash. It didn't pan out in our favor. However, we definitely... And Derek White bumped. Derek White has been bumped a full point down due to the fact that there was an edge on that play, and we took advantage of it on PrizePicks. So some value starting already on PrizePicks. Yeah, we didn't get any luck on our Dabble slip yesterday, but look at this. Oh, wowee. Okay, so we pull up Dabble. We have PrizePicks, ParlayPlay, and Dabble, all setting lines independently for these player props. A niche market like field goals attempted that you're not really finding on the sports books, but we can compare these DFS apps to see where the market has it set to, right? The market would more likely be the two DFS apps that are agreeing this should be at 18 shot attempts. We get it 2 more shot attempts higher for both of these players, Cam Thomas and Mikal Bridges. So I'm going to go ahead and start there, building out this slip. And we're going to be taking the under of 20 and 19 for them. All right, and then we're going to look and see where else they are off when comparing to the market. Kristaps Porzingis free throws made, 5, 4.5, and 5. We get it at 4 here. We got 8.5 for 3-pointers attempted for Jason Tatum. Let's go with Porzingis over 4 free throws made. Yep, just gonna go with basically 1 whole free throw off. All right, I went ahead and shared it with a description on Dabble. So if you guys follow me there, you guys should be able to get it in. Cam Thomas, Mikal Bridges under, field goals attempted, and then Porzingis over, free throws made. Just comparing DFS app to DFS app, we're able to find that. I mean, there's some value even on Jason Tatum and Cam Thomas, 3-pointers attempted. Brandon Huntley Hatfield rebounds. Mikal Bridges 3-pointers attempted. So there's another way to find some value here in these more niche markets on Dabble, like you guys are seeing there. I'm not able to share the link for Dabble on like in chat, but if it's on PrizePicks or Underdog, you know, I can go ahead and do that. Speaking of, well, not speaking of, but like let's try and here. Let's just actually keep it here and let's see if we see some hot streak value. Drew Holiday under 10.5 assists. LeBron James under 25.5 points. That looks pretty solid. Sabonis under 43.5 PRA. These are a little different, but yeah, I mean, so let's get off a hot streak slip. Here, let me actually click over to Underdog to see if there's anything else showing. And obviously, we're looking for books, plays that we have more books, to better give us confidence on these plays. Ooh. Okay, so I like this. Some of these books are set to 26.5, but multiple books set to 25.5. It's at 27 on hot streak. Oh, what am I doing? So then let's do Holiday under 10 rebounds plus assist, and then is that Anthony Edwards? I think it was. Oh no. It might have been bumped. Anthony Edwards under 27.5. Yeah, so that must have been bumped. Cole Anthony over turnovers. Like, yeah, we could. It's just a lot of juice at minus 170. So, let's see. 2. Let's go with LeBron. Let's go with LeBron under 25.5 points. Minus 135 on the under for Fliff. If we get it minus 111, yeah, I like it. If it hasn't been bumpty dumpty. Nope, looks pretty solid. 3.2x. So 7619. Let you guys hit it a little bit. Drew Holiday under 10.5 rebounds, assists. LeBron James under 25.5 points. You guys are definitely hitting it. Boom. So, able to find a little bit of value. We had some luck yesterday on the slip that we built out on hot streak, doing the same exact thing, right? You guys, if you guys aren't using the middling tool to find some value, you're missing out, because it's different. It's a little bit different value. A lot of times in these niche markets like esports and such too, especially when we have multiple books that you can middle on. Like currently we have Crucial. Like, let's just say this. Crucial set to 15.5, maps 1 kills, right, on PrizePicks. Take the under of 15.5 on PrizePicks, the over of 13.5 on Underdog, lands on 14 or 15, you cash both bets, right? That you can find pretty easily using the middling tool. Let's go ahead and you guys want a correlated NHL player too? Who wants that? Correlation tool hit a 25x yesterday on PrizePicks for the Vegas Knights wild game, I believe it was. All right, we got to at least hit 50 likes. 140 people in here watching. We are at 22 likes. How many times do I have to beg for likes, guys? Come in, hit the like button. That's all I ask. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. That's all I ask for. Dabble name, sorry, I didn't see that, JM. My Dabble name is Sports by Dustin. We did use the taco. Yes, I'm always going to play the taco, guys. You should be playing every taco. They are almost... I don't think I've ever seen a bad taco necessarily, unless there's something that happens with like a minutes limit restriction, right? That could possibly happen or something of that nature. But as far as straight up tacos, you should be playing them all, right? You're getting a discounted play that has a very, very good chance to hit. You should be playing them. I think tacos hit at like an 80% hit rate last year. I think it was, or 80 or 81% hit rate last year. Somebody did track them on Twitter. I think the @ is @PrizeTaco. Esports tacos last year, 7-0. Just so you guys know, 7-0. Since you guys are a little scared of it, they don't give us esports tacos very often for a reason. They've been hitting, dog. Optimal slip type on ParlayPlay now. It's not looking like any of them, but we'll announce an update with ParlayPlay and change it to our tools. We're working on that in the back end as we speak for ParlayPlay's new update. What's a 2 slip with the taco? We don't really play 2-man powers over here. If there was a good play for the taco, you could play it. Like if you had a 60% or 65% odds to hit, fair odds percentage, right? To hit would be a solid 2-man power, but also would be better to try and get that into a 5-man flex. So like one of the strategies that I would do on PrizePicks, right, with like Taco Tuesday or any of these apps where you can cancel in the first 5 minutes, if you do get a crazy good play to pop up and you need to use your taco, it's 65%, right? Go ahead, put the taco in with the 2-man. Well, I guess this might not work because it's $25 max. But if you could try and get the taco in with the 2-man, you could do that first. And then you could go back and try and build out a 5 or 6-man flex, because that is the more optimal slip type. And getting both of those plays that have high percent chance to hit, being the taco and that 65%er, into a slip with 3 or 4 other plays is really a huge edge. I would try and build out that 5-man, cancel the 2-man if you can. But I know it's kind of weird because you have the limits on the tacos. But even if you have 2 other plays that are really, really good that you could throw into a 2-man, build out the 2-man, and then go back, build out a 5 or 6-man, cancel the 2-man. That's just a strategy you can use. Okay, let's all right, throw out whatever team you want for this for a correlated slip. Throw it out there. Put it in the chat. Which NHL team do we want for a correlated slip? For PrizePicks. Throw the team out there. Whatever team I see the most, we're going to do. We got Leafs, Vegas, Toronto, Leafs. Looking like a decent amount of the Leafs here. Lightning, highest EV. All right, looks like people like the Toronto St. Louis game. I'm a Lightning fan myself, so I wouldn't be too mad about that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the Leafs game here. We got a 90 correlation score, 241.25% profit margin. And here we go. So, looks like, okay, this is going to be a fun one. Let's do it. So, NHL, we'll talk about correlation. But the big thing is here, we're not getting a payout for having these plays in a parlay together. Like, if you were able to put this slip in on FanDuel or DraftKings, they're going to reduce your payout because it is so heavily correlated. They know that these plays played together are more likely to hit when played together. Therefore, they dock your payout. You're not getting docked a payout here on PrizePicks. So over the long term, playing these plays is a huge edge. Sorry, I definitely spelled the name wrong. And then we'll talk about the correlation in the slip in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and get it in first. Tavares, Marner, and Gregor. Well, let's just go. Let's go here. A lot of blue jerseys playing tonight. Marner, Gregor. Am I missing one? Tavares. All right, so I locked that in. I'll go ahead and give you guys a link to tail. You guys know I got you on the links. You guys know. You already know. So look, we got Nick Leddy over block shots. We have Samsonov under goalie saves. Toronto's goalie under goalie saves. And we have shots on goals over for Toronto. So how this is positively correlated in NHL, for those of you that might not know, right? Positive correlation in NHL works like this. If we are taking the under on goalie saves for the Toronto Maple Leafs, right? It's likely that the Leafs are in possession of the puck often during the game, or most of the time during the game, right? They have a lot of puck possession. If they have the puck a lot, that means they're on their offensive side of things a lot and would lead to many opportunities for shots on goal, which is why we take shots on goal on the same team stacked like this, because if they are on offense a lot, just a heavy chance they're peppering net, right? And if they are peppering the net, a lot more chances for Nick Leddy to get blocked shots because he'd be on defense a lot, which is our one Blues player here. So, makes perfect sense as far as correlation in the NHL. The idea is you want to play these slips at volume, and over the long term, playing these plays with this edge and this 25x payout for still having these correlated plays is where you guys are going to see correlation results as you see tracked here on the correlation performance chart, which has different sports, CS2, League of Legends, etc. Soccer is obviously tough with the rules of their lineups and such, but there is some soccer that pops up on the tool. NHL very, very correlated. NFL crushed. College football crushed. League of Legends been pretty solid. CS2 has been okay as of late. I know it started off a little rocky. Hey, Skywalker, appreciate you. Somebody says is there much value on better? There isn't that much value on better, to be honest with you. Most of the value on better comes during they do have some decent promos and stuff throughout the week, so definitely you want to be playing the promos over there, right? I think tomorrow they have a protected play, if I'm not mistaken. On Wednesdays they usually been having that. Excuse the squeaky chair. But during just before NBA games, right? Lineup news, injury news, all that stuff for NBA is when better really lacks behind. You'll see the market adjust to that news. By the market, I mean the actual sports books that have these really crazy, intricate $1 million models that are able to react and change their lines and odds instantly, as opposed to better, who is very slow at reacting to that news. So their lines will be up for if that player was still playing or if they were still starting, and you would be able to take advantage of those lines and get good value right off rip by playing it. And that goes for any of these DFS apps. They are just slower at adjusting than the sports books. It's just as simple as that, and we're able to take advantage of it. So as soon as those sports books adjust, the optimizer refreshes, or you can refresh the optimizer, or if you got notifications on, you might get a notification for a good play that's popped up. Due to that lineup news, you'll see that they've adjusted on the sports books. They're still slow behind. You can take advantage on these DFS apps. It's kind of how that works. I want to give out another NHL slip. Those of you that have the correlation tool, you should be entering in all of these correlated NHL slips for tonight. A bunch of them. You need to be entering them all. That is how you see success using correlation. Volume. So you see success using plus EV in the tool, the optimizer, the middling tool. It's all about volume, guys. So make sure you guys are getting them entered in. Now, do you guys want to choose another one? Yeah. Let me see the teams. Throw teams in here, whatever teams you guys want to see. I'm going to redo that, actually. So we already got the Leafs. That was the most asked for. I think maybe Lightning Bruins might have been the next. But, I mean, correlation score isn't the best on that one. So I think maybe you guys want to maybe look at a different one. And reminder, if you guys want access to all the tools you guys are seeing in the live streams that I do, the videos I do here on this channel, linked in the description, you guys can get access to Daily Grind Fantasy and start finding some profitable plays and really turn around your betting game, to be honest with you. If you do it the right way, plus EV betting really, really works. Mathematically proven, guys. If you need help learning what plus EV betting is or how to use the tools, we got plenty of educational content on the YouTube channel as opposed to just daily pick videos or live streams like this. Caps, Avalanche, Caps and Avs. Seen 2 Dallas, Avs, Ducks 1. Somebody said Avs, Caps, or not somebody, but a lot of you guys did. I think I see you guys looking at this 99.16 correlation score. Let's go ahead and go with the Caps, Avs. Ooh, okay, all right. Avalanche are one of my favorite teams to actually watch in general. I really love Cale Makar. I don't watch a bunch of hockey. I am a Lightning fan, but they are really fun to watch. Obviously, McKinnon is a dog and is filthy, but I love Cale Makar. Rantanen's great. Ross Colton used to play for the Lightning. So that's a fun slip for me, at least. I'm going to watch the game, which I probably won't, but in general. So Ovechkin over 1.5 hits, and I'm glad that we kind of picked this slip because we didn't get to talk about hits. We didn't get to talk about hits and kind of how that correlates into things. So we can now. And I am not, sorry, my keyboard, when I have a camera plugged in and everything going on, it does not like to work very good sometimes. I also suck at typing. So sometimes me, sometimes the keyboard. It is what it is. And I'm not saying all of these plays are going to hit, right? We play these at volume for a reason. But we are rooting on game script, right? We're rooting on game script for these plays. So if the game script we are looking for happens, there's a high % chance that we get a 6 of 6 outcome here on these correlated slips. If the total game script is flipped, it's likely we see 0 for 6. That's why oftentimes you will see correlated slips go 0 for 6 or 6 for 6. And that just proves that correlation is there, right? That stuff is very heavily correlated. Sometimes you're going to get 5 of 6. Sometimes you're going to get 4 of 6, etc. But correlation is oftentimes 0 for 6 or 6 for 6. So the correlation here, whenever you add in hit, right? So same thing goes, right? We're rooting on the Avalanche to be in possession of the puck, to have more opportunity at shots on goal. And obviously, if they're in possession of the puck, less opportunity for the Capitals to have shots on goal, for Alexander to go over saves, since we are taking this under. Ovechkin over 1.5 hits. If the Avalanche are on offensive lot, only way for him to get hits is if the Avalanche are on the offense, on their offensive side, and are making a pass or shooting. And Ovechkin, I think it's maybe only a pass that is considered a hit, but hitting somebody as they are getting rid of the puck or to break up a pass, etc., for him to get a hit. So they have to be on offense. So you can't get that if they had the puck a lot on offense himself. So the Avalanche have to be on offense. That's kind of how that works for these correlated PrizePicks plays for NHL. So hopefully you guys are getting correlation. I did put that linked into the chat as well. Looks like we are getting some underdog lines and PrizePicks lines for League of Legends here. If the link wasn't working for you, you're probably on mobile. Re-click it. Click it again. I think it's like something to do with like clicking it twice lately. All right. Here is a League of Legends play we can go ahead and get in. This is directly from the AI profitable slip generator, right? It's taking these plays that have an edge against Underdog, creating a slip for you. So this is a 3-man uninsured slip. Sorry, yeah, 3-man uninsured slip for a 6x payout on League of Legends. So we have Roop. Come on, Underdog. We got to be quick on these. Underdog is pretty fast with their League of Legends plays right off rip. So yeah, Roop's been bumped. A lot of times whenever they post lines, they are going back and forth quite a bit. On bumping and pulling and such. So they are tough right off rip. Oh wait. Oh, I was tripping. I did not even realize I was on that tool. Okay, actually let's go straight from here. If we can get Myru and BDD on the over, these look really good. If we can get them in without bumps. Okay, come on. I typed that forever again. Forever ago, I mean. Oh my god. You guys are looking at what it is to struggle typing on this keyboard when on stream. That time I just spelled it wrong. Myru over 3.5, bumped. God dang it. What's BDD? BDD over 3.5. We have no. We could do. Let me double check my roof is bumped. No, so my roof is pulled in general. So we can go with black and Kidu, I think, right? Not on the same team, so. All right, so they're just going way too fast for me right now. See, the idea is, and the reason why I might be skipping over some plays, it looks like, right? It's because I'm trying to find plays that have multiple data points to go off of. Like BDD right now, if you guys see up on the screen, like I am taking this play because when comparing to both Hot Streak and PrizePicks, Underdog is much lower, right? So Hot Streak 4.5 with juice on the over of 4.5. PrizePicks at 4. We get this at 3.5 on Underdog. So there is an edge there. Oh, I just answered your question, Jordan the GOAT, without even, trying to. But yeah, I mean, sometimes there's just certain ways to, and it's kind of all up to your process, right? Sure, it's easy just to go off the top, right, and go and just go down and plug and play, right? There's still profitable plays, given the information provided, right, by the sports books, by these CFS apps, but me personally, I would love to have plays that have more data points than, to go off of in my slips, right? To feel more confident in that slip. We can probably, let's see. I really want these slips to settle out. All right, let's go ahead and we've already played whistle in the slip earlier. All right, let's go ahead and build this out. So this is straight from the profitable slip generator as well. Lenham over to Lenham over 2. 5 kid over 8.5. BLT over maps 1 and 2 kills. I believe that's League of Legends, or sorry, CS2, I mean. Over 15, want to make sure, yep. And then Muterus under 14.5, and then Bulldog under 6.5. Muterus. We'll go ahead and put this into chat. All right, so I just built that slip off. This tool is kind of in beta right now as we are just kind of testing it. Bunch of plus EV slips that are literally plus EV built out for you guys. Click and tail type of tool here for these plus EV slips, right? This kind of works the same way as the correlation tool, where it puts these most profitable slips in, or most profitable plays into a slip for you guys for those specific games. These are just plus EV plays instead of correlation, right? See if... So hold on. Let's go with this if we can catch it. So we already have BDD. Underdog is going to be the death of me. Let me see it, make sure. Yeah. Yeah, Underdog's going to be the death of me right now. They are insta-bumping. Group over 3. Matthias Classe and Grave Post over. Both over 2. Guys, I'm trying. My keyboard is like really bad today. Like I typed that so long ago. Maybe it's UD. Maybe it's not me as much as it is UD. I don't know. I don't think PrizePicks is. It's definitely a little bit better on PrizePicks. It's got to be maybe UD. RUEP. Like, look. Over. Cancel that out. We have MAT. Over. And then we have Grave. Typed it in. Waiting. Boom. And yeah, they removed that. Well, if we can get BDD and we can kind of just replace this. So I still like that. Still going to be plus EV. UD on desktop is chalked at the moment. So, okay, so it's not just me and my keyboard. Just so you guys know. But no, BDD got bumped. Hold on. Then copy those 2 plays and then here, let's add in another one. Hang on. If those 2 plays are still there, that wasn't BDD. You could do you could do Linkus under 2.5. You could do Linkus under 2.5. If it would let you. I don't know who they're playing. They might be playing Game Ward and they might not let you do that. Oh. No, that's just direct to ParlayPlay. You could do Bulldog over 5.5 kills. Minus 171 over on Hot Streak. Set to 6.5 on PrizePicks. Bulldog seems really good if you can get that in. Because I think they might be playing each other, so Linkus might not work. Yeah. Sorry that guys, I was trying. You guys seen ParlayPlay was being brutal in general. But if you guys like what you guys see here on the tools, down in the description, get your own access to Daily Grind Fantasy. You can snipe plays like this as much as you can throughout the day instead of just 1 hour here on live stream with me. But if you do come into these live streams, take advantage of it. Build some slips out yourself. Tell the ones that we're playing. Not every day is going to be a profitable day through these stream slips, but playing these plays at volume is what we are trying to do and what I do to become a profitable, sports bettor using the plus EV method and correlation betting. If you guys are getting the tools and you haven't learned exactly what plus EV betting and how it really, really works, or watch the tutorials on these videos, highly suggest doing that. All right, DJ, what are we doing there, bud? What are we doing? Guys, I don't have any soccer for you at the very moment. But, like I said, that's going to be it. Peace out. Love you guys. We will be back tomorrow with another live stream, more plays. Hopefully we're cashing out on a few of these slips that we have created today with the value that we had in front of us. But that is going to be it. Peace.